So good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning. Of course, my name is Stephen Reese and we are here until 8 o'clock. It is Thursday morning. We got Dr. Watson coming on a little bit later. So for those of you ladies who have been struggling with menopause, Dr. Watson will deal with that in part 2. I think it's part 2, right, fellas? Yeah, part 2 of a part 3 series that she's doing on menopause. So make sure and look out for that in the second hour. Some very important information headed your way. In the meantime, good morning to all of our regional viewers. And for those of you throughout the region, we are already in the month of June. It is the month of my birthday. I celebrate my birthday on the 18th. And I've been blessed with a long weekend this year. So I'll be out of here. All right? I got to take a breather, boy. All right? I'm telling you, I need a little, I need to detach a little bit. So, celebrate my birthday this month, but outside of that, for the regional audience, one thing to note, coming down to the end of June, well, the jamming start, because we're going to be inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. All right, we got a lot of the carnivals to cover and to bring to the people of Trinidad and Tobago as we, head out there and promote Vincy Mas, Antigua Carnival, Crop Over, Miami Carnival, New York Labor Day, things like that. So look out for all of that action coming your way this year. All right? Yeah, man. So, with that said, we're going to get into the news day. And we have a few things to discuss this morning. There was a maxi taxi driver in Arima that was given a ticket yesterday for tint. Well, boy, is the greatest. We'll get to that. But front page of the paper, Fishermen and Friends of the Sea says oil being dumped in old boats. And after lengthy legal battle, judiciary confirms Ayers Caesar returns to the bench and she will be paid. She will be paid for all the time that she was not there. If I'm not mistaken. We'll get into it. And somehow, some way, Ivor Archie is still the Chief Justice. Has no integrity whatsoever. Justice Marcia Ayers Caesar is once again a High Court judge returning to the bench in May after a long legal battle that lasted nearly 8 years. In March, the Privy Council ruled that her 2017 resignation was unlawfully forced by the Judicial and Legal Service Commission led by Chief Justice Ivor Archie. And he's still there. He is the Chief Justice. Yeah? This is the institution that's supposed to uphold justice. And somehow, some way, he unlawfully forced Marcia Ayers Caesar out. Yeah? And he's still there. He's still the Chief Justice. And you know what? Maybe somebody had to do it. We're calling for him to resign. Resign is the right thing to do. The Apex Court held that her removal was unfair and violated constitutional procedures for the removal of a judge. You understand? And he's still there. The ruling said the commission put pressure on Ayers Caesar by threatening disciplinary action instead of following the proper constitutional process under Section 137. The ruling meant Ayers Caesar was entitled to return to the bench and the salary she would have earned since her appointment on April 12, 2017. So she'll get paid for the last 8 years. Right? So it was unlawful, it was unconstitutional, it was forced. Right? What else was it? It was unfair, it was a violation. All of these are the words used to describe what the Chief Justice put this woman through. And yet he's still the Chief Justice. Tick tock, tick tock. Cops fear for safety as they protect former PM. At the top of a winding hill, are you kidding me? With ocean views amid the mansions and expensive real estate of Goodwood Park sits a derelict camper van. The van stands out not only because of its state, but also because of the bright blue markings on it which identify it as an official police vehicle. What is this? What did I write it here? A book? Park meters from the sprawling multi-story split-level home where former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley now lives. The dilapidated vehicle is supposed to be the post for officers assigned to protect Rowley and his family. However, officers are asking who will protect them from the elements while they protect Rowley. The van has no door, or rather there is no one, the van has no door, or rather there is one, but it is leaned against the van after it fell off years ago. Part of the van is covered by a tarpaulin because the vehicle leaks when it rains. Moss covered and unable to move as the tires are flat, the van seems as though it would be more at home in a junkyard, surrounded by all the other vehicles left in ruin after protecting and serving the nation. The interior of the van fares no better, with the fabric on the built-in benches torn and tattered. There is no air conditioning, and the only breeze circulation in the cabin comes from a broken fan with no cover, whose motor hangs precariously onto the base and is only connected to it by wires wrapped in duct tape. The only source of electricity is an extension cord running from Rowley's house to the van. Oh, they got to make that, man. They're making up this story, man. Nah, man. Fellas, they ought to be making up this story, right? They have to be. That's a made-up story. I don't believe that. I don't go and see that for myself. That I don't even think I want to turn the page and read another article in the paper. What did I just read? But wait. There is more. There is also no running water, and officers have to use a portable toilet installed nearby and wash their hands with bottled water afterwards. Police sources told Newsday about the state of the van, and when we arrived to see it ourselves on June 3rd, Rowley was standing outside the house next to his shiny new Jeep Wrangler SUV in conversation with another man. The dilapidated van is the last thing anyone driving into Rowley's yard sees ahead of them before turning into the driveway. Yet still, police say complaints about the van have gone unanswered for years. Police told Newsday when Rowley announced his resignation, they believed their time there would come to an end, as he would no longer be Prime Minister and therefore not entitled to state security. I want you all to understand, while I laughing, this is a perfect example of what we got for the last 10 years. All you understand why I don't say any back? Next to the broken down van they describe his brand new SUV, a brand new shiny SUV, next to this broken down van that the police are supposed to be operating out of. The election was on April 28th. Up until January of this year, when did he announce he was resigning? Anyhow, it don't matter. Election was April 28th. We are in June. So the new administration is there for a month. Good? The police are saying that they have complained about the condition of this van for years, and it has gone unaddressed. So that means this man waking up in the morning, when he's at this house in Goodwood Park, because remember he had the diplomatic center and a house in Tobago too, right? Right. He like the three little pigs. He have a house in everywhere, anywhere you go, he have a house. Right? So when he's in Goodwood Park, this man gets up on a morning, or would get up on a morning, see the condition of that van. The van that the protective services have to be in to keep an eye on him and protect him, and had no problem with the van being dilapidated and in the condition that is described in this paper, and just went about his business. And even if he did not stay at his Goodwood Park home, and he was at the diplomatic center staying, he didn't see it fit to give the officers who have to protect him somewhere comfortable to stay, or a comfortable post to operate out of, or whatever the case might be. Yeah? And that is exactly what we got for the last 10 years. People who didn't concern themselves with how you live, but their business was fixed, or fixing. Yeah? So as I read this story this morning on page 3, and I laugh, it is almost embarrassing, it is sad, to say the least, that this is a perfect description of the rich getting richer while the poor could get jobs. And it comes in the form of a van. Yeah? That's probably the tan van from Sesame Street. All they call stand now. You'll take it to friend. Oil being dumped in abandoned boat. That's out of Fishermen and Friends of the Sea. That's on page 3. I'm going to speed through the rest here. Bharat says government can remove unwanted state board members if needed. Former Minister in the Ministry of Finance, Vasan Bharat, and Mariano Brown have offered advice on the appointment of boards of directors of state and state interest companies after the April 28th general election. And the longer these boards take to resign, is the longer it's going to take the government to actually get to work, eh? The Prime Minister said it. Until those boards are changed, no government hiring will take place, nothing could happen. Right? So those boards got to change. So the longer they take to change over, is the more they're keeping back everybody else. You can read more on that article on page 5. Brothers charged with Coast Guard officers' murder. Gasparolo man gunned down at home. Venezuela VP condemns terrorists. Stays on high alert. Venezuela's vice president has vowed his country's security services will stay on high alert after his government claimed to have arrested a group of terrorists entering the country via Trinidad and Tobago. Sizzler pop-up concert will take place June 7th at Song Forge. So Sizzler Kalonji will be at Song Forge this weekend on June 7th. And I don't know how they handling this. I'm really in that time to get into the story as it relates to any tickets or any kind of thing like that, or wait how it is you're getting in, but enjoy it, all who going. I ain't had time for that this weekend. I have bigger fish to fry. One Caribbean Music Festival promoter says all Forex transactions were legit. I was on One Caribbean Music Festival. He said, I perform for the people, not money. Neil Iwer George said he did not receive any money for performing at the One Caribbean Music Festival. He said he did it for the love of the people. Fellas, Iwer have a Christmas party in December. I'm get some love too now. Oh, God. Commissioner of Police says, repairs coming to police post at Rowley's home. Fellas, it have a picture. It have a picture here, boy. Well, I can't pull that picture online, right? I'll see if I can find it during the break. I'll see if I can find it. It really about tapping with a tire on the ground with blocks, concrete blocks holding on the well, at the beginning, look at the door really there, boy. It really about the door just lean up against the thing, boy. It have a sign there, the sign broken, it break in half. But what trouble? A chair just sitting down there in the middle of a road. And the commissioner of police said repairs coming there. Brother man, just get people a new police poster, boy. PCA making progress in police killings in Tobago. Morris raises alarm over TRHA ambulance scandal. Disabled pensioner robbed in Tobago. Imagine that, they're robbing disabled and all. All your wicked, boy. You know, they like to tell the police that, but it's all your wicked, you know. You rob a disabled person, boy. A 79-year-old disabled pensioner was robbed at his home in Canby, Tobago on the afternoon of June 3rd. Reports say around 3 p.m., two women entered the man's house through a door on the northern side, while a man entered through the western side, and the trio announced a robbery. The suspect stole $3,000 from the man before escaping on foot. That must be the man's little pension, you know. All those wicked people, boy. Wicked, wicked people. When they find all you, and trust me, God will help them find all you. You see, when they find all you, so like for me, I would have hung you based on the audacity of the crime. You rob a 79, you could come before me and say you rob a 79-year-old disabled pensioner. Why hanging you one time? I'm telling you, if you could do that, you have no heart. If you could do that, you have no conscience. And if you have no heart and you have no conscience, you don't deserve to be here. I will take you out of this world. I'm telling you, that's me. Some people might say, Stefan, you're brutal, you're aggressive, boy, you're dread. 79-year-old disabled pensioner, all you go up. All you wicked, boy, all these wicked, wicked people, boy, wicked people. All you evil. All right. That is what they are, the evil. Evil people. Only evil people is who them kind of thing. Believe you me. All right, let me get on to a little information here before we take the first break. Right. So as we prepare to go to the break, I want to remind you about Olive's House. So Olive's House Senior Care Facility located in the serene Sangre Chiquito area of Sangre Grande They're located at Rosie Latchman Avenue, Eastern Main Road, James Smart Village. And Olive's House is beautifully situated with a spacious main area for living and dining rooms, fully equipped medical wards, as well as assisted living quarters, inclusive of all required amenities. Now, it's designed to offer comfort, freedom of movement, and support to your loved ones in their senior years. And Olive's House is operated 24/7 by a staff of professional qualified geriatric personnel with hot meals prepared daily according to specified dietary requirements. And you could find out more by giving them a call on 232-6367, 291-7919, or 3744165. You could also find them on Facebook and Instagram. So make sure and check them out. That is Olive's House. Do not forget, Chef Shiraz has the Creative International Cuisine Cooking course and the Baking and Pastry course that starts on the 7th of June, Saturday the 7th of June. All you need to do is pick up the phone on WhatsApp or call him on 372-4639 or 737-5097. And Chef will be in Guyana for the food festival very soon. That's the Father's Day weekend. And also got to remind you about Jameson. We want you to boost your immune system with Jameson immunity products to fight off the seasonal sniffles, such as their cold fighter with echinacea, vitamin C chews with the honey lemon flavor, and for additional support, try their delicious vitamin D3 chews and ultra strength zinc. Chew, fight, and feel amazing with Jameson trusted vitamins and minerals. And finally, roll right. Let me roll right now. So Roll Right Alignment and Service Center, your one-stop shop for vehicle care. They're located on Salim Avenue, Monroe Road in Shogunas. Roll Right has everything you need to keep your ride in top shape. And from new and used tires to speed balancing and 3D computerized wheel alignment, they've got it all covered. At Roll Right, you can also get the full suite of vehicle maintenance services, including comprehensive suspension and vehicle repairs, injector flow bench diagnostic testing, and ultrasonic cleaning, servicing, oil changes, and vehicle diagnostic scanning. Plus, Roll Right offers a wide selection of high-quality vehicle batteries, ensuring you're always powered up for the road ahead. They're open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Visit them today or give them a call on 303-8344. Find them on all social media platforms, Roll Right Alignment and Service Center, always rolling right. And with that, we take our first break. When we come back, Maxi Taxi, Ticket, and Tint. Stay tuned.
I'm looking for a magic for this disaster of a war.
You need a master plan.
A what?
Kaleidoscope Weathermaster Exterior Latex Emulsion. It stands up to our wicked sun and crazy rain. It shields against fading, protects against mildew, and is crack resistant. This paint so tough that it is tried and tested against British standards and formulated with European raw materials.
Kaleidoscope Weathermaster Exterior Latex Emulsion, the premium outdoor paint that protects and shields against fading. Available at hardware and Kaleidoscope color shops nationwide.
The best buys and best savings just got even better at JTA Supermarkets. Marigold margarine 227 gram, 3 for $18.99. Swiss spaghetti 400 gram, 3 for $18.99. Eve soya bean oil 500 ml, 2 for $19.99. Chocolisto chocolate drink 200 gram, 2 for $19.99. Chelsea's brown sugar 1800 grams, $19.99. Eve coconut milk powder 50 gram, 4 for $19.99. Pepsi 7-Up soft drink 500 ml, 6 for $19.99. Carlton's choice paper towel roll 75 count, 4 rolls for $19.99. Crest toothpaste 5.7 ounce, $17.99. Soft and pretty toilet tissue 12 count, $19.99. Plus many more items. Specials valid until June 8th, 2025. JTA Supermarkets, where your total bill always costs less.
My parents' generation grew up with Royal Castle from the first restaurant in 1968 when that distinctive, tempting aroma hit the air. Like never before, fried chicken with a special blend of local seasonings and a one-of-a-kind flavor down to the bone. Today, Royal Castle still have that same delicious taste and I love it too. And the kids, they have more to enjoy. For me, the Castle is more than just nice food. It's we own, part of me and you, and is the real flavor of TNT.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Hey! All you let we go Vincy Mas this year! I don't hear everybody talking about the vibes, the all-inclusive parties, the Juve, the street parade, and the competitions in Pan, Mas, and Calypso. And don't talk about Soca Monarch, it's real bad. And to top it off, Vincy Mas is easy on the pocket, but it's classy and very safe. So all you, let we go Vincy Mas this year is June 27th to July 8th, and we in that.
Book your tickets and accommodations early. For more information, email info@vincymas.vc or find them on IG at Vincy_Mas, on Facebook at Vincy Mas, or log on to www.vincymas.vc.
Let we go Vincy Mas 2025!
Most popular psychic and spiritual healer, Master Santosh Ji. Are you worried about the problems in your life? Are you facing problems in your relationship? Do you have problems in your job or business? Are you facing health issues? Then the only solution. Master Santosh Ji. He is an expert in palm, face, and horoscope reading. Know your future and change the way of your life. He is expert in solving problems related to love, relationship, job, health, finance, sexual, enemy, spiritual problem, many more. He removes all negativity and gives good luck. He is specialist in getting back loved ones and ex-love back. Get an effective solution for all your problems. Call Master Santosh Ji at +1 868 384 located in all over Trinidad and Tobago.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
To strengthen your immune system, you need to nourish your body with foods rich in antioxidants. Exercise regularly and build your immunity with supportive nutrients. That's why the experts at Jameson created products for immune support made with pure ingredients. For 100 years, Jameson has helped take care of you and your family. At Jameson, your wellness will always be our goal. Jameson, here for your health.
Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, is your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set to API standards. They offer a wide range of services in residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So, give them a call at 490-2771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal. Reinventing the standard of how we handle steel.
All right, so we're back on Breaking Dawn, 28 minutes away from the hour of 7 o'clock. And just before we get to the first order of business, we want to introduce you to the Keolic range of products, which is backed by science and has over 900 scientific research and clinical trials, made from the aged garlic extract, which is originally grown and aged without heat to convert the harsh and unstable organosulfur compounds in garlic into odorless, non-irritating and bioavailable compounds. Try any of the products in the Keolic range and be amazed at the results. So we start with the Keolic Cleanse and Digestion. You could pick up that. You could also get the Keolic Blood Pressure Health. There is also the Keolic Cholesterol Health, the Keolic Total Heart Health, and the Keolic Circulation Health, all proven to be effective in sustaining healthy levels, and all includes the aged garlic extract formulation. So the Keo Green Powder Drink Mix is also available, along with Keodophilus Probiotics, and the Keolic Aged Garlic Extract introduces a powerful range of products that can provide the health benefits needed to live a strong life, supporting cardiovascular health, immune health, gut health, and much more. So get the Keolic range of products at pharmacies and health stores across the country. And for more information, all you need to do is WhatsApp 728-0338. All right? Nice one. A lot of products under the Keolic brand. So we know that the demerit point system has been up in for discussion. Somebody told me yesterday, the government needs to listen. Not because, and I think one of the callers alluded to it, not because you said something on a platform means that everybody voted for that particular thing. They may have voted for you from a holistic standpoint, but maybe they might disagree with certain things and agree more with other things. And that's understandable. On the demerit point system, what the gentleman was telling me yesterday, there are aspects of it that you could discard, but some of it you need to keep errant drivers in check. Now, while I'll agree with that in theory, in practical, it doesn't appear that it is affecting any fatalities on the road, okay? It's actually gone up according to Arrival Life statistics. But nevertheless, one of the things that this demerit point system has to be discarded for is tint. At least I believe so. As a matter of fact, I think the entire tint law should be wiped from the books. Totally. I should not have gone to apply to get exemption to get tint. As a matter of fact, when I bought my vehicle, I called the transport commissioner, right? Who can't seem to answer a call for the longest while. But maybe now that the election is over, I should try calling him so that he might pick up the phone. And I told him that I was about to put in an exemption to get my tint for my car, be quiet media and that kind of thing. He told me in our telephone conversation, he said it has not been proclaimed yet by the president, so don't worry with the exemption. But you could go ahead and put on your tint, man, and there's allow X amount for media, X amount for police, whatever percentage, right? XYZ. So I am out here now without an exemption. The law has been proclaimed, and I have tried on a couple of occasions to contact the transport commissioner to no avail, right? But maybe somebody will tell him that this morning and he'll pick up the phone and call me. We'll see. But a maxi taxi driver in Arima was a victim of a ticket for tint that I just seem, I mean, no matter what angle you watch this video at, it's totally ridiculous that he got a ticket for tint. This just looked to be something vindictive. Run the Arima maxi.
In Arima, saying that the name is too dark for him to see through. He said the name is too dark for him to see through. Take the machine and put it at the inside of the bus, and then saying it is too dark. Now look at this front glass, TNT. Look at this front glass and look at the tickets here. Look at the tickets here. Will you see anything wrong with that? The front glass is clear. The front glass is clear. He already went license officer. The bus passed with this name. do an inspection. I have the inspection certificate. So I could prove that in court based on the time I got the ticket and based on when I do the inspection. Watch that. Right now, Lysol is fed up with it. 2 tickets, 3 demerit points. Watch that. Mr. Philip in Arima.
You see, you can't see the bus?
You can't see inside the bus? But you seeing right through this bus, man. Something's wrong with this guy. You put the machine at the inside. He said he can't see inside the bus. Well, he gotta bring, only watch at the ticket. He gotta bring this evidence to court. Well, you're going to court.
All right. So that is the plight of the maxi taxi driver in Arima. You can see the problem here. Well, outside are seeing straight through the maxi taxi. Not even the windows appear to be tinted. The windows on the side. You're seeing straight through that maxi. But somehow, some way, they saw it fit to give him a ticket for tint. And with that ticket comes 3 demerit points. Now, one could say, well, you could go to court, man, you could just go to court and you win, right? And that matter will get thrown out. It's easy to say that, right? But it is the time to go and pursue that, right? It is the time it's going to take to go and pursue that. That is time out of your day. That is time out of him being on the road. And I guarantee you, the compensation is never, oh gosh, there is never any compensation for you when you go and you challenge a ticket and you win that ticket, you don't get compensated. You understand? All you do is you win the matter, you go home. You don't get no compensation. The person who gave him that ticket should rather pay whatever money he would have made during that period of time that he had to go and pursue a challenge of that ticket and the demerit points. Right? So you're seeing where this is a perfect example of why the entire system needs to be looked at and probably adjusted, if not thrown out. Not the ticketing system, but the merit point systems exist all over the world. So it's just the manner in which you apply it. Okay? I need to connect the phone, fellas. It's in connected. Right? I want to open the phone line. Take a few calls. Right? And then we have the van. We have the van. I'm reading the story further because the story on this van by the former Prime Minister residence in Goodwood Park, it continues on page 10. Well, boy, if you thought why you read was Bacchanal, wait till you hear what I read you from page 10. It's classic. It's classic. It's classic. I can't believe it. I know I'll tell it all you. That's how it connected? All right, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do here. But yeah, yeah. Right. Phone, don't act up today, you know. Don't act up today, you know. We go throw you out the window, you know. Oh, jeez, just hold on. I keep trying to connect the phone and somebody keep calling. All right, just right. You sure, boy? I'm trying to connect it here, but it ain't connecting. I ain't getting it. No, usually I don't connect that already there. I don't know why this phone acting up on particular days, man. Hold on. Nice. We inside. Cool. Is our cool vibes? We inside now. All right. So 327-7400. That is the number to call. And we're going to get your thoughts on this entire scenario here with this ticket. We're 18 minutes away from the hour of 7 o'clock. All right? So you could go ahead and, yeah. So let me just clear this here. Right, good. All right, yeah. And we'll get to the van in a little bit. I'm excited about the van. I don't know why, but I'm really excited. Chris laughing. Because Chris, you saw the van. You understand? Wait, this thing connected or it ain't connected, boy? What is going on? Again, I missed call there. I ain't see nothing ringing. What's going on? Something wrong? All right, 327-7400. I know I connected because it said connected. Yeah, connected. Yeah, done. Yeah. Or maybe Chris should come and take it and do what he does do. Chris! Come now. Yeah, let the people see your hand. I don't know, I don't know what, it's acting up again. It's acting up again. You know what I mean? It's acting up like, you know, the police in the van. In the meantime, let me not waste time here while we wait. Director, we'll come back to this. Probably picture the van for me now. All right, that's the van that I was telling you all about, right? Now, as the story continues on page 10, here, I want to connect the two, Police told Newsday when Rowley announced his resignation, they believed their time there would come to an end as he would no longer be Prime Minister and therefore not entitled to state security. And it continues on page 10. But alas, all right, they were told their assignment would not end yet as Rowley would be given protection for an additional 6 months after leaving office, a perk entitled to anyone who held that office. Still, they remained optimistic that their situation would improve as he would advocate on their behalf since it would be his daily residence. They hoped he would not be able to ignore the state of the van and the plight of its occupants, but that hope slowly faded as it has been 3 months since he demitted office and nothing has happened. An officer speaking on the condition of anonymity said despite reporting it to senior Western Division and Guard and Emergency Branch officers, nothing has ever really been done to improve their conditions. They actually changed the boot to this one because the other one was worse than this one. So picture that. The source said officers always felt as though they were being strung along. They always say they're working on it and nothing has been done. Every time they say, yeah, we're working on it. But I guess they think we've been there for 6 years in it like that, so what is 6 more months? Missy? Asked how officers deal with the conditions, especially when it rains, the source said, quote, what you mean? What happens when it rains? You get wet? They say you get wet, you put yourself in the corner of the boot and hope for the best. Lord of mercy, how I tell you. Nah, man. Boy, this is, when I tell you Trinidad is a comedy, Trinidad is the biggest comedy time, you know. Morning. Don't forget the maxi taxi driver with the ticket that he got for the tinte. Right, so morning.
Morning, Stefan.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Along with abolishing the demerit system and all of that.
But we could say abolish or fix. Abolish or
fix.
Or fix, yeah.
It have a group of people right now who really not supposed to be on the road and they're sharpening the beak. I hear one of them make a video, he say, mother going and give back the license, we going back on the road with all the PH car and all that kind of thing. Now, it have some people who really and truly really not supposed to be on the road and based on their constant behavior.
Agreed.
When they heard about it, one of them make a video and say, mother go and give it back with the license boy. And that is the danger that along with not thinking of the process totally, like sit down and really think of the whole thing. That's all I want to say.
All right, cool, man. Yeah, man. Let me take this one. Hello, morning. Morning. Come to that person, boy. Anyway, we'll go again. Yeah, morning.
Morning, Stefan. How you going?
Yeah, back, boy.
Therefore, the person who write that story about this van supposed to get distinction in creative writing. But yeah, when you finish reading that story, you know what picture come to my mind? You know in them the days of the cowboy and Apaches, when the Apache them circle the wagon and they come under fire and then it end up with a burnt out wagon with the wheel break out and all kind of thing and a set of arrow. I wonder if this police unit here come under some kind of attack. Because I'm sure that wasn't like that when they put it there.
Nah.
Or either them police be fighting in the night or some kind of thing. Because to knock out a door like that, you have to be with some kind of big Bigfoot or some kind of thing to prize out that and kick out that door and then mash up all the window and oh God.
Yeah,
no,
man.
Like Rowley used to come down there and fight with them fellas in the night or something.
Yeah, man, cool.
Something like, yeah, all I think it like.
What about the tin ticket? What do you think about that?
Boy, let me tell you something. It had a policeman. Anytime he see a red car, he used to flag down the car, any kind of car, red in color. He used to flag down the person who driving that car and pressure them. You know when they get to find out, a man with a red car was horning him.
Oh, Jesus.
So, I don't know if some maxi taxi man given that whosoever give this man this ticket some pressure.
Oh Lord.
It's either Ray Charles could have seen through this maxi to know that and how he could give a man a ticket for tinting in this condition.
I tell you, boy, madness.
So
but
it has something more in the pistol than in the pestle. Have a good morning, sir.
All right, man, yeah. Oh, God. Hello, morning. Morning. That's not. Why we getting you? Why I ain't getting you there? That's not. Hold on. Yeah, that's now. All right. Go ahead.
All right, morning. How you going?
Yeah, man. Talk to us.
All right, you see that Maximan? He let us do another video with a whole set of white people inside that Maxi and to prove the point. Because that looks like it's the only way they could prove a point. Right? Secondly, all expect police officers to perform their duties in situations like that mobile unit they have there.
Yeah.
Right? I'm sure it's that same police come and get a man a ticket, very frustrated. Right? And I have a vehicle for them. You see that ambulance I went to go that can make it up the hill?
Yeah.
Get the police run and they can because that when they had it looked like people might be approaching them and asking them how much they charge for hours to use that facility there.
All right, cool, man, no problem. Lord of mercy, I tell you. And you know, this is, like I said, this is par for the course. Remember the fire truck? So I am not surprised when I see that police van like that or the post like that because look at the fire truck. That is what, when I said that is what we got for the last 10 years, I'm not joking, you know. Morning.
Morning, sir. Man on the ground here, with.
Yeah, man on the ground.
We're good. I feel sometimes when the police give you a ticket and the traffic warden give you a ticket, it be two different set of tickets. I want to tell you something. On the 15th of last month, that was a Thursday. Every Thursday, I take my mother-in-law into Penal with a stroke doctor. I was on the quick shop coming back up. I went to put gas. So when I get my change, I end up putting back the money in my wallet. But $20 flour from my pocket when I put it in.
Yeah.
The vehicle was this. I say, when the vehicle done pull, I go pick up back my 20. When he pull out, because maybe nobody vehicle pick it up.
Right.
I pull my gas and I reverse back out the head, back to south. I stop on the side and I jump out and I pick up the $20. When I sit down in the car and I drive out back right in front in Debe, Gandhi Village Junction, there were 3 traffic wardens. One of them pulled me aside. I tell me, she say, make documents. I give she documents. I said, what? But I didn't bother to make any talk or anything. I ain't lying, first of all. I have no inspection from my vehicle and the 2 sides of my windshield have a crack, about a 2-inch crack.
Right.
The woman walk right around my vehicle and then check all them set of thing that happened in my vehicle, and then watch me and tell me, she said, here we're going, and I'm going to give her a ticket for a crack light. I said, Mama, see you just do your thing. I said, what's my mother-in-law here? She get injection and thing, and I need to take she back home. But you know what you're doing, Mom, you go ahead and do your thing. She gave me a ticket for $450 and telling me, I ain't going to give you no points for this. Right? But you could pay it however you want to pay it. I said, Mom, I don't have no problem with that. They say you can pay a ticket in a lotto booth, Stefan. I go my lotto booth. When I tell them, the woman say, here we're going. And it's like, the system is like putting in a phone card. You come, you tell them what is the procedure you want it for. They give you a chip. You go up on the internet. You punch in your case number and you tell in this number like if it's a phone card you're putting in.
Okay.
This place taking your ticket, Stefan, is in Laraman and TT Post. I tell you, the police does give a different ticket and the warden does give a different ticket. But yeah, well, if you're wrong, you're wrong. I was wrong, but by the end of the day, they need to get the stories in a proper way. How about that, Stefan?
Yeah, no problem, man. I'm going to see if, oh gosh, boy, I was trying to do a little call back there, you know, but all right, we'll go back. Let me see. Who we have here? All right, there we go. Morning. Hello, morning.
That's the Prime Minister. I think people being unreasonable because you know how we are in this country. When you say something on the political platform and you come in office and you do something different, I believe she's trying to hold true to her word.
Right.
With regard to the mandate that she was given. Because apart from the demerit points, you keep hearing her saying that with regards to the Stand Your Ground legislation as well.
Yeah.
Right? Now, with regards to the demerit points, I honestly believe that there are some aspects of it that needs to be revised, but the whole program should not be just done away with. Because, Stefan, between you and I, it have some vehicles that really are not roadworthy, right? But the problem is we don't have enough licensed officers on the road. The police can't be everywhere. You understand? So when people driving errantly and doing all kind of wrong thing on the road, it's not that the system in place not working, but there is no enforcement.
Okay.
You know? So people getting away with infractions because there's nobody there monitoring. You know how Trinidadians have that slave mentality. You always have to be over them with a big stick.
Yes.
You understand? So it's not that the system isn't working. It needs to be revised, but I think licensed officers need to come out on the road on a regular basis. The police can't be everywhere all the time.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Yeah, morning. That's all. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, morning.
Morning. The officer who give that man that ticket, got to be about 10 feet tall or stand up on a ladder to say he can't see inside that vehicle. Something wrong with it. Or you need to get your eye checked. So, so that ticket, that fella go win that. He go win that. Because the rest of the
No, he's gonna. Yeah, but the thing is, he will win it. The problem is, he's gonna have to take time out of his day to go and challenge it, and you're not gonna get compensated.
Correct. And then together that now he got 3 points. So what is the point of that?
Right.
So the system, the demerit points have to go because it is preventing people from running off the road or causing accidents. The problem is poor policing and ridiculous policing in some cases. And that's what's happening. The little bull by the former Prime Minister, the police have to be on guard, not inside that thing hiding like a little dog or something. They have to come outside and patrol the place. And they're supposed to have a boot and not an old derelict vehicle. So there are many things. There are many things that are because Barack say, how the dog come? I have a car more than 10 years. The dog still good as ever. I'm using that every day. So that vehicle, something wrong with that dog.
Alright, right.
Something wrong there.
Alright, cool.
We need to fix a lot of things. A lot of things are to fix. Have a good day.
Yeah, but you too. I'll go there again. Morning.
Yeah, morning, Stefan.
Morning, man. Go ahead.
I provide a service to go to license office almost once a week. The problem we need to do, undercover boss. We need to get an undercover boss to go in the license office.
You need to get an undercover board, you say?
Boss.
Undercover board?
Boss, to go into license office.
Oh, an undercover boss.
Yeah, to hear how the public are being spoken to by some of these cocky officers. After you had to be in that hot sun and that torturous environment, and when they reach up there, they talk to you like if you're children. They make it very, very difficult for you.
Okay.
Step and check it out. Send somebody, or you yourself go. However, they will make you up. But you yourself go and see how they deal with the public. It's just very, very heart-wrenching.
Okay.
You understand? I was there yesterday, and look, I had to go there now this morning again. You understand? And they speak to the public like everybody's criminal and everybody come to do something wrong or somebody, and that is very, very bad.
Okay.
Let me look at that.
All right, no problem, man.
Because it's a revenue, you're building a revenue.
Yeah.
So you must be all right to want to go to the license office.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man. Thanks. Yeah, that's an interesting point. The fact that the way that they deal with the public as well. They speak to the public. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, morning. Go ahead.
Yes, I would just want to confirm with the last caller on the way people talk to you in license office, the officers. Something wrong with the way these people talk to you. So that is correct what he's saying. Maybe somebody should go in and investigate and do a little video on the way these officers treat you at license office.
Okay. All right. I will forward that information to the Minister of Transport. That's Eli Sakur. I suppose to have his number. I guess that's a good point we could bring up, because customer services, I mean, they have to be able to talk to the people in a particular, in a certain type of way, man. I know what they're talking about, people treat you like beasts out here, Yep.
Senor Chief, I'm over 60 years old, and the way I had an incident recently in license office, and the way these officers was talking to me, I was shocked.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
It's terrible, right? And I really think somebody should do an undercover investigation and look at the way these officers talk to you. It's terrible.
Okay. No problem.
That's my contribution.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. All right. I'm going again. Morning. Final one in this hour. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, morning. Go ahead.
99% of the car on the road that gets in an accident with it, all of them in new car. So that's about roadie car. What's roadie car? You have a good brake, you have a good tire, you have a working engine. The body of the car is not the car, it's an engine. That is good. But 90-10% of the models that taken place is new car. You understand that all car roadie and car roadie. Check for all BMW, all of them is in drain. And they're new. Get up my roadie car.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Cool. Yeah, man. All right. So that's it for the hour here. We just taking a break and are coming back to the phone lines. There was one thing that I wanted to highlight with Faris Al-Rawi and that article yesterday where he alluded to mass, job cuts in URP. And look, I'll go read all of the article and just show you how ridiculous it is. That it was even actually printed. All right? It should not have even been printed. But nevertheless, it was printed and people will read it. Some people will go away, with their thoughts on it. Some people will ignore it and throw it in the dustbin. But I'll just show you why it should not have been printed. But we're going to be back after this. Stay tuned.
Here days, not on our watch. Chemere's herbal line grows it. Natural styles and roots it. Sitting here, we bring it back. Chemere, 100% natural. Love your hair.
I'm looking for a magic for this disaster of a war.
You need a master plan.
A what?
Kaleidoscope Weather Master Exterior Latex Emulsion. It stands up to our wicked sun and crazy rain. It shields against fading, protects against mildew, and is crack resistant. This paint so tough that it is tried and tested against British standards and formulated with European raw material.
Kaleidoscope Weathermaster Exterior Latex Emulsion, the premium outdoor paint that protects and shields against fading. Available at hardware and Kaleidoscope color shops nationwide.
Beautiful color can be easy with Biogen Easy Color for women. Biogen has a gentle conditioning formula that leaves hair healthy and shiny. It's easy to apply. No stains, no drips. Biogen Easy Color for women.
Consult Vedic astrologer Tulasi Prasad, who offers profound insights into an individual's life path and astrology journey in Trinidad and Tobago. Master can guide you with astrology and horoscope readings, love spell casting, family disputes, marriage problems, health problems, job and business problems. Master also is experienced in effective black magic removal remedies, negative energy removal remedies, reuniting loved ones, and many more. To get Master's guidance, call us now.
At +1 868 398 7547, located in Trinidad and Tobago.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
My parents' generation grew up with Royal Castle from the first restaurant in 1968, when that distinctive, tempting aroma hit the air. Like never before, fried chicken with a special blend of local seasonings and a one-of-a-kind flavor down to the bone. Today, Royal Castle still have that same delicious taste, and I love it too. And the kids, they have more to enjoy. For me, the Castle is more than just nice food. It's we own, part of me and you, and is the real flavor of TNT.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Leisha high quality unbleached bromate free all-purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Leisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Leisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
The best buys and best savings just got even better at JTA Supermarkets. Marigold margarine 227 gram, 3 for $18.99. Swiss spaghetti 400 gram, 3 for $18.99. Eve soybean oil 500 ml, 2 for $19.99. Chocolisto chocolate drink 200 gram, 2 for $19.99. Chelsea's brown sugar 1800 grams, $19.99. Eve coconut milk powder 50 gram, 4 for $19.99. Pepsi 7-Up soft drink 500 ml, 6 for $19.99. Carlton's choice paper towel roll 75 count, 4 rolls for $19.99. Crest toothpaste 5.7 ounce, $17.99. Soft and pretty toilet tissue 12 count, $19.99. Plus many more items. Specials valid until June 8, 2025. JTA Supermarkets, where your total bill always costs less.
Adventure lives here, where nature inspires every step.
Set sail and explore the wonders of our islands.
Feel the rhythm of our festivals.
Joyful, vibrant, and unforgettable.
Whether you seek adventure
or tranquility, St. Vincent and the Grenadines has it all.
All right, so we're back. 8 minutes past your 7 o'clock. Do not forget, ladies, menopause. Dr. Watson is going to deal with menopause a little bit later on in this hour. I know it's a struggle for a lot of women. You're going to get information on it that is going to be valuable to you and how you how you handle it. In the meantime, E-Nice Clinic. So E-Nice Clinic, one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean, offering a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, helotherapy, colon hydrotherapy, oxygen baths, and more. They also offer consultation services in live blood analysis, detox programs, high blood pressure, arthritis, knee, shoulder, back pain, and more. And you can visit them at any one of their 3 locations in Trinity, Chaguanas, or Tobago. You can give them a call on 640-8985 or 613-7571. You could also WhatsApp them on 49399196 or email them at edenightsdistributors@gmail.com. So make sure and check them out today. Also, you have pest. All right, we are thing for that too. For cockroach, rats, ants, termites, you name it. GNP Pest Control Limited are experts in all types of pest control, ranging from termites to rodents, ants, cockroaches, lawn pests, and much more. Armed with the latest techniques and technologies, including fumigation for drywood termites, GNP Pest Control's professionally trained staff are ready to tackle even the most difficult infestations. So for a free inspection and quotation, contact them today at 61 to 65 Covine Road, Indigo Martin. You could also call the office on 227-0835, or you could WhatsApp them on 250-8397. You can email them at jppestcontrol@hotmail.com and let them shield your home or business from pesky pest. Yes, that's right, pest. And do not forget Palm Star Promotions. Palm Star Promotions, they're giving your little star a chance to shine live on national television. So parents and teachers, listen up. All right, they're back with the 4th annual Spelling and Vocabulary Challenge, and your child could be the next spelling star. It's happening July 12th at Lowlands Mall, and it's open to standards 3, 4, and 5, ages 9 to 12 plus, including homeschool students. Top prize, a desktop computer for the school with the most student entries and points. Plus, loads more up for grabs, tablets, medals, and exciting surprises. So, shopping at Charon's in Tunapuna, Trinity, San Juan, or Diego Martin will get you 5% off any Kotese Kotila dictionary. And you could register now, visit Palm Star Promotions, or call Auntie Esther at 471-2604. And remember, no uniforms, dress elegantly casual. It's time to listen, learn, and shine only with Palm Star Promotions. And I actually bought a Kotese Kotila. Yeah? And we're gonna use it on the show. It's gonna be fun. All part of the Fun Fridays. Nice one. All right, so, fellas, all in excited? Kotese Kotila, Abaya Dictionary. We were up there by Charon's. Yes, on Tuesday we were there. interview the winners and stuff, the children, and of course, the finals will be airing on Saturday, Chris? Saturday, 8 a.m.? All right, good. So we were there, we spoke with the parents, the children, we spoke to the owner of Charon's and Auntie Esther, and I tell you what, man, I say, no happen, this kote se kote la. Let me go buy one. And like when we have giveaways, right? I'll try and see if I can do some giveaways, like little vouchers and things. We'll work on that, and we go implement the kote se kote la. So let's get ready. Exciting times coming on Breaking Dawn. Nice. You know, I like games. I like what games. I like what games. I like games. Yeah. All right. As we proceed, let me just read you the story with Al-Rawi from yesterday. It was very interesting. Could you give me the headline? Faris, yeah. Al-Rawi now warning of URP and CPEP mass firings. I'm going to read you this. Almost a month after he warned the nation to expect 6 months of terror, torture, lies, frivolity, and persecution under the UNC government, Opposition Senator Faris Al-Rawi is now predicting mass firings of CPEP and URP workers. And Al-Rawi claimed that under the UNC government, public servants are afraid to speak. He said, quote, there is a vast amount of defamation and scandal which will be dealt with, he said. While accepting the UNC had won the election and should be allowed a month to settle in, he said PNM action must not be based on hyperbole or speculation, but on facts. Okay? And he went on to say, I'd like to caution the government that irresponsible action, witch hunting, mass firings, persecution, scandalizing will not be tolerated and will be met with full force. There are people you normally speak to, warm and friendly people who are afraid to say hello to you in the corridor. All of my parliamentary colleagues can testify to that. People are mortified, afraid to say hello to anybody who was once in a hall of power. Al-Rawi said when he became Attorney General, he had not fired any ministerial staff hired under the previous People's Partnership administration. He said not a single person that I inherited was dismissed. My personal secretary was Anand Ram Logan's personal secretary and stayed so. Nobody was dismissed. Al-Rawi said that in 2015, the former board of Plibdeco stayed in office until 2021. He said they were not dismissed. He said former Finance Minister Colin Burt, as then Corporation Sole, had never scandalized the Plibdeco board. And this is the next line. Without providing any evidence, Al-Rawi then claimed that 5,000 URP workers and 10,000 CPEP workers could be fired. Right? CPEP is being earmarked and we will come with more details for mass firings, he said. He complained of government ministers personally reviewing contracts in breach of their powers, but again, provided no proof. Okay? Now, oh God, Lord, here I tell you. He said, let me see. Again, provided no proof, right. So here we have an article where it's printed in bold letters, Al-Rawi now warning of URP and CPEP mass firings. That's the headline. The actual story, when you read it, Al-Rawi makes the statement and provides not 1 ounce, drop, anything of evidence to support this claim. But this is the headline. That's what I tell all you. Certain things you could read, certain things certain stories are there to be carried. But when the person that making these statements is not providing any evidence to support their statement, why print the article? Or why use that as the headline? Anyway, we go to the phone line. Hello, good morning.
Stefan, you're asking why they print the article. I really want to know why anybody interviewing these people still. They are not relevant anymore. And the question I want to ask is, do you think the chemicals in the hair dye that he's using is affecting him? No, serious. You know, chemicals can have, it can
Yeah,
affect you
yeah.
in certain ways.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I hope it's not that one you have, you're not using that one you have on your desk in front of you there.
No, it can't be that one. He using this top quality thing. I don't know what he's using.
I really don't know what he's using. All this sort of doom and gloom. He didn't come out and talk about doom and gloom in the last 10 years, but he's talking about it now.
Yeah.
The other thing, the maxi taxi, something that jumped out at me. The man had an inspection certificate, so nobody taking into consideration these inspection certificates, how people pass in the inspection, and he has this situation with a tint that doesn't exist.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point.
And
All right.
the police van.
Yeah.
Let me just say this, the police van. These people were protecting Dr. Rowley.
Yeah.
You really expect people to go and sit down inside their whole day and come out feeling, energized and whatnot to come out and protect you? Something really, I don't know. But going back to this inspection certificate, you could go and get insurance for your car and you don't have an inspection certificate and the insurance company is still issuing you a certificate of insurance.
Okay.
They need to look at these things. How could the man show you an inspection certificate, he passed inspection, and he's still getting a ticket for tint? I don't understand that. And I seen straight through the van. Okay, goodbye.
Exactly. All right. Like I said, I am of the opinion that this entire tint law is supposed to be just, we live in the tropics. Morning.
Stefan, morning, is the mafia.
Yeah, the Cosa Nostra, what's going on? Yeah, Cosa Nostra.
Stefan, as a citizen of this country, I vote for change.
Yeah.
Right? I vote for better living condition, community development, and I vote against the demerit list. Right? I vote for change. You see all these things where people talking about upgrade and enhance and all these things about the demerit list? I vote for change. And my government say they're bringing change to the country. Right? So, you see all these things where people trying to sugarcoat and pacify concerning this demerit list? I vote for change to the fund. Right, and my government tell me they will deliver change, so this is what I expecting.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So, I just want the country to know now, it's change we vote for. We vote for the continuation of oppression and victimization and discrimination.
All right, man. No
Have
problem.
a blessed day, Stefan.
You too. We're going again. Hello, good morning. Hello, morning.
You know, we have a serious problem in the judiciary, and people are looking at that. Marcia Caesar has been sitting as a judge for a month now, but the Privy Council ruling that the Chief Justice erred in the route he took to discipline them, and Marcia Caesar could have been disciplined under Section 137 of the Constitution. So why no one is trying to fix the judiciary? You remember it had a fellow by the name of Patrick Manning?
Yeah.
What he did to Patrick, what he did to Sachama. In the court he lost because the court, this fella, Mark Nichols, the magistrate, with some kind of nefarious action.
That was Schumann McNichols. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. And case collapsed. And then Manning invoked 137 to remove Sacharma, but he lost that. I must still report. The thing is, we have to those two people, the Chief Justice and Marcia, have serious questions to answer. And as a country, if we want to move forward and fix all this kind of thing, because the judges and them is the final arbiter in all of our situation. So Marcia has to answer questions, and the president, I'm not too sure why the president and the chairman of the Judicial and Legal Commission, the Chief Justice, invoke 137 to find out if she erred. And likewise, somebody has to ask the Chief Justice questions about he failing to perform his duties diligently in appointing her as a judge. And that is, I suspect, our Prime Minister have to talk to the President to invoke the 137, just like Manning on him. Have a nice morning.
All right, cool, man. Thanks. All important points. Those are some terrific points made there. Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir, good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, man, I there. Go ahead.
Paul Farris. Now, man, I can't get over yet. Because you only spewing filth. You understand? Instead of you try to say, well, you will try to work together with the government for the betterment of the citizens, you're talking as a rubbish, and according to what you say earlier on, you have no evidence to back it up.
You understand?
You understand? What he's supposed to be talking about is the young Indian girl that they keep moving from post to post fame and creating big posts and big salary, because apparently he gets she posts, but she to get posts, I don't know.
What kind of post we talking about here? You gone? All right. Hello, good morning.
Someone.
This
is a joke. This country is really a joke, you know, Stefan.
I tell you, it's a comedy.
No, you didn't read about that article about some. That is true. What they call it.
No, I didn't see that article. When was that?
Yeah. That is just soon after election.
Serious?
Yes.
Where were we? Oh, we went off to. That's why I must have missed it. We were in St. Thomas.
Right.
I feel I missed it. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. It is true. See if you get on to it. But Al-Wari, right? He is warning his PNM supporters.
Yep. We'll go just now, eh? Yep. Go ahead. Hello? That's our caller. Right, go ahead.
That is a big, sorry?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that is a big, mafia, for want of a better word, you know? And relative to the ticket, right? What I'm seeing, the only thing I'm seeing is that visor thing, the name then, Forge Forms the visor, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 6 inches. But there's a vexatious tickets upon. And I always say to use detection and implementation, and the court needs to implement stiffer penalties so that it will be a deterrent. We have the laws. I remember soon after the PM would have announced that they are looking into the demerit points and to take it off. I spoke to a police who they call him the ticket dying cookie, right? Especially around by a barbecue store, they call it $1,000 barbecue.
Okay.
So I said, the demerit point is going to be withdrawn. He said, yeah, but we're going back to square one. We're going to have to serve summons and so. I said, well, okay, you have summons officer. He said, yeah, but people just wouldn't come to court. So it's a whole mockery.
Yeah, exactly.
I am tired of all of this. Thank you, Stefan.
No problem. Yeah. No, that's what it is. It's a frustrating process. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Yeah, morning. What going on?
Cool, yes?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm not getting a chance to speak, but...
yeah, go ahead.
I want to talk about that. Yeah. I want to speak about that warning Al-Wari given to people there, CPF workers. What happened is that I have information that prior to the election, he gave out about 92 CPF contracts.
Okay, it is alleged.
So he's afraid now.
It is alleged.
No, it's not alleged. It's not alleged. I have a contractor right now doing some work, and they were fighting to find a place to get work done.
Okay, but I have to say it's alleged, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm happy for the work that they are doing.
Right.
But these people were given contracts by Paris. 92 contracts were given out. So this is why he afraid they lose the contract. That's what happened.
Oh.
You see?
Okay, I understand.
Yeah,
I understand the play.
Good. But I can't call names of the contractors. You
No.
know?
We wouldn't. I wouldn't ask you to call any names either.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Take care, man.
No problem. Now that makes sense. Now I am saying alleged. The caller could say thing, but I am saying alleged, right? Because if you are the caller, the views of the caller is not the views of Synergy TV. But he would have his merits as to how he's making the statement on the basis of the statement he's making. Because he said he has, a contractor that apparently is, conducting certain works or whatever the case might be. But okay, that would make sense. If I am on the brink of a general election or going into election, and I start a give out contract, obviously those contracts that went out in terms of election, when thing was given away, obviously our incoming government will have to look at a lot of those contracts and say, but wait, what went on here? How all these contracts went out 2 weeks before election? Or 3 weeks before election? And if those contracts are deemed to be, politicking during an election season, where it was just a feeding frenzy to give out last-minute contracts, then the sitting government or the incoming government would possibly say, stop those contracts. And that would lead to URP and CPEP firings. So I could understand it from that point. All right, good, cool. Morning. That makes sense. Hello, morning.
Morning, Mr. Stefan.
Yeah, what's going on? Talk to us.
The article with the police post, what's the name of the article? What's the headline on the article, please?
Cops fear for safety as they protect former PM.
Okay, right. Because I asked that because I want to look it up on the Newsday website itself.
But Newsday hasn't uploaded it yet to their website.
Okay, right.
They're always
thanks for the
late,
information.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for the information. But for the Honorable former Prime Minister to have, where that vehicle park up? In front of the place? In front of the Prime.
They're saying...
In Goodwood Park, of all places?
The van stands out not only because that's not it. Park meters from the sprawling, multi-story, split-level home where the former Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, now lives. It just meters away.
We know the residences of Goodwood Park. We know the nature.
Oh, yes.
We know the type of houses that have this. So I surprised the residents allowing that. But anyway, is the Prime Minister, so that I allow that.
Well, right.
But,
the former Prime Minister, but go ahead, yeah.
Former Prime Minister, yeah. So they had to allow that, but...
Right.
It's, when they say van, I'm looking for a photo pickup, but I really have police post.
Is that police post, yeah?
Thanks for the picture. Thanks for Newsday actually taking the picture and publishing it.
Yeah.
But, they say actions over words, eh? Actions show you what somebody really think about you.
Yep.
And words are meaningless if actions are not the same.
Correct.
Understand? Yeah, correct. Yeah. So I agree with the statement you said earlier. Right? The same way the police officers are being treated.
Yeah.
Who that guarding him. It's the same way the cabinet treats me.
That's right.
With scant courtesy. And
Yep.
some of the same ministers who was former ministers who come through the Senate treat the people with disgust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see Faris, Mr. Faris trying to be relevant and make the news. You understand? Right? I see, yeah. I agree with the lady, except that she might have invested in some hair plugs just now. Okay, have a good morning.
Yeah, man, no problem, cool. Oh, Lord of mercy. Hey, I'll take one more. I take it one more. Morning. Hello.
Morning, Stefan.
Hey, what's going on, man? Go, yeah, talk to us.
I good as usual. Well, it's surprising to me that it took the media so long to cover this story with the police office outside the Prime Minister's residence.
They said they've been complaining for 6 years.
But how we only now have a Newsday article based on this? Where was mainstream media all the time?
Terrific question.
Social media cannot venture up to Goodwood Gardens and Goodwood Park
Yeah.
to enlighten the public about these things. You know?
Exactly.
So it shows clearly. Look at the fisherman and friend of the sea. All of a sudden, oil leaking in Chaguaramas. Where were they for the last 10 years?
Yeah.
Something wrong with this country.
That's an excellent point.
And speaking about Mr. Al-Rawi and his assertions, isn't he the minister of reclusals? Why don't he recluse himself from these stupid comments?
Oh,
I mean, you know.
Oh, God. I hear you.
And now that the police have 67 new vehicles to add to the rideshare fleet, we should see some improvement in the policing. Now, I just want to touch briefly with respect to the merit point system.
Sure.
And one of the main concerns with the merit point system is the persons who we entrust to enforce it. Just look at, for example, the maxi taxi ticket for tint.
Yeah, the maxi taxi.
And look at the callers who complain about the attitude they meet when they talk to the senior people at the license office, and the kind of attitude they would pass on to the junior officers who are the ones on the road enforcing the laws.
Yeah.
So it is really a pandemic of concern, really, that those persons are not properly trained. They're probably, some of them, not in their right mental state of health. They nitpick. I recall when you got your ticket outside the bakery on St. James and the complaints you had. Is a state of unreasonableness amongst these law enforcement officers.
Correct.
So how can we, with all good sense, allow them to carry out such a task in the manner in which they do it?
That's an excellent point you make.
And with respect to Arrival Lives, have they forwarded financial audited reports of the expenditures, collection, and expenses that they would have made over the last 10 years? They're talking about everything else. The road fatalities, as you proved yesterday, has not developed in any direction with this demerit point system.
Correct.
And based on that, they have expended so much of millions of dollars over the period, and I am yet to hear anybody say that they would have forwarded audited financial accounts for the expenditure.
Right.
So I wait to see when this all will happen.
Okay.
And I thank you for the opportunity to make my comments.
No problem, man. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I know, fellas. Yeah, we got to go to the break and get to Dr. Watson. She'll be talking about menopause part 2. But listen, all important points raised here. Why is this now coming up after the police have been complaining for about 6 years? The demerit point system, the license officers, the manner in which they treat with people. I just want to make this point very quickly. When I was in Miami, we went to, like, you go to a mall or you're on the road or whatever the case might be, right? But you get the opportunity to interact with either the police or the sheriff or, whichever arm of their service that they have up there. Because you have sheriffs and then you have police, all right? And in interacting with them, because I remember moving around with Hayden and stuff, they deal with you on a totally different level. Good morning, sir. Hi, ma'am. How are you today? Everything good? Even if they stop you. Good morning, sir. What's up with you today? Everything good? Ting, ting, ting. Where are you heading? Very, very polite. You understand what I'm saying? That's how they deal with the public out there. All right? And I'm talking about little traffic issues. I'm talking about we were going up the freeway, rain falling, buckets of drops. You see little cars that skate and hit and thing, little accident that happened. And the sheriff, it's my first time in Miami, so I don't know the difference between the sheriff and the police, right, in uniform. But whichever one of them it was, they are there to assist. You understand? I literally saw an officer helping somebody change a tire. This is the service that they provide out there. So it's a totally different, it's just totally different. But we got to take the break. When we come back from the break, Dr. Watson will be on. And as I go to the break, just give me Steel Force here. And that should be the last one. I think Steel Force is the last one, yeah. All right, so Steel Force Caribbean Limited, located at number 47, lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal. They are your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details, including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set at API standards. They offer a wide range of services for residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So give them a call on 4902-771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, reinventing the standards on how we handle steel. With that, Dr. Watson's up next. Stay tuned.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet Rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church, San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God, preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth, and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Bagatelle Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, be with you now and always. God bless you all.
Introducing Open Minds primary school lessons 100% online. Get quality education from the comfort of your home. Affordable, expert-led online tuition to help your child succeed. Register today. Call or WhatsApp 388-6635 or visit www.openminds.education.
Most popular psychic and spiritual healer, Master Santosh Ji. Are you worried about the problems in your life? Are you facing problems in your relationship? Do you have problems in your job or business? Are you facing health issues? Then the only solution. Master Santosh Ji. He is an expert in palm, face, and horoscope reading. Know your future and change the way of your life. He is expert in solving problems related to love, relationship, job, health, finance, sexual, enemy, spiritual problem, many more. He removes all negativity and gives good luck. He is specialist in getting back loved ones and ex-love back. Get an effective solution for all your problems. Call Master Santosh Ji at +1 868 located in all over Trinidad and Tobago.
Bad hair days? Not on our watch. Shamir's herbal line grows it. Natural styles and roots it. Thinning hair, we bring it back. Shamir, 100% natural. Love your hair.
Beautiful color can be easy with Bigen Easy Color for women. Bigen has a gentle conditioning formula that leaves hair healthy and shiny. It's easy to apply. No stains, no drips. Bigen Easy Color for women.
All right, so we're back. And as we return this morning, it is Thursday morning, and we have Dr. Watson with us this morning, as we usually do every other, every other Thursday. And Dr. Watson started a topic on menopause a couple weeks ago, and we will return to that topic, part 2, and we're going to bring her in via Zoom. Perfect. All right, Doc, morning to you. And before you get started on menopause, I want to publicly say thanks for coming out to run, Stefan Run, and supporting us. And thanks for those 2 hampers.
Of course, anytime, Stefan. The least I can do, because you let me come on here and say whatever I have to say, and you allow it.
Yeah,
so I'm very
you could have, I mean, if I know you was walking with that kind of hamper, I would have rigged the thing. I would have rigged it, I'm telling you. You know, Watson giving a hamper, what was it, absolute vodka and all kind of thing?
Yeah, yes, of course. Stefan, there must be quality of life, you understand?
Quality
and I think,
of life.
Yeah, without that, what kind of quality of life would people have?
That is doctor people. That is, if you ain't called Dr. Watson yet about palliative care, well, you're missing out. That is doctor, quality of life, absolute vodka. All right, so Doc, we started the topic on menopause a week before.
Yes.
And now we're in part 2. But this is a 3-part series, correct?
Yes, it is. Because let me tell you, Stefan, this second part was very difficult for me to kind of close off into 10 slides. So I'm going to go through them. Now, let's go through the first part very quickly.
Okay.
Symptoms of menopause are very, very, very from hot flushes to irritability to mood swings to weight gain to headaches to ringing in your ears to body pain, sleepless nights, you name it, menopause and perimenopause is cause it. So remember, you could start getting all these symptoms from the time you kick into your early 40s all the way into your 50s. So what I want to now explain is why you get these sorts of symptoms, because I want you all to understand the role of estrogen in the body. And if you understand the role of estrogen, then you will kind of say, oh my God, because I was thinking, but why living past 40 if all of this thing gonna happen to me?
Right.
What is the kind of quality of life I am going to have now? And now I realize why I have all my insomnia and all these different things. So let's talk about the benefits of estrogen. I put a little slideshow the side of my hair so I can know what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
So the first one is I want to tell you what estrogen is. So estrogen is a hormone that is mostly produced in the female organs. This is for the woman I'm talking about, right? So like your ovaries. However, did you know that estrogen is also formed in different areas in your body? Your brain, your liver, your bone, the lining of your blood vessels. Listen, this thing is needed in all these areas. So I'm saying it again, it is found in the brain, the lining, in your vessels, your arteries, in the lining of your blood vessels. It is found in your bone. It is found in your liver. It is found in your fat tissue. So knowing this now, you have to now say, okay, so now that I have no estrogen or very little or fluctuating amounts of estrogen, what can possibly happen to me? So the first slide I put in up here is the cardiovascular system.
Okay.
So that's your heart, that's your heart and your arteries and things like that. So if it is that estrogen is produced in these areas, let me tell you what estrogen does while you have it and you're not having fluctuations of it like you will have when you're in 40 plus. So the person under 40 usually has a steady flow of estrogen, a normal cycling of estrogen. And what this estrogen does, it even deals with your cholesterol levels. So your estrogen, when you have it at a regular amount, it causes an increase of your good cholesterol and a decrease in your bad cholesterol. So what happens is when, oh gosh, look at, I come off this thing now. What do we hear voice?
You're good now, yeah.
Good. So what happens is then when estrogen is depleted, you get a rise in your bad cholesterol and a dip in your good cholesterol. So that is one part of the cardiovascular system. The second thing is the estrogen receptors that line the blood vessels, especially your arteries, that is carry all the nutrients and oxygen. That's the one that if it clog up, is get a massive heart attack and stroke. The receptors of estrogen, when estrogen goes into that system, it repairs damaged vessels, decreases plaque formation, all right? So could you imagine now that I have blits and strokes because of their estrogen levels? And these are all the reasons that women, when they go into menopause, especially early menopause, meaning they don't have a period for a full year, need to go and see the doctor because they may benefit from going on hormone replacement because of these things.
Okay.
The other thing estrogen does, Stefan, it dilates your vessels. So if it is that your vessels tight like that, your blood pressure gonna be high because they're pumping through them little vessels. But if you dilate the vessels, the pressure, the blood pressure goes down because there's a wider room for the blood to flow through easy. So yet again, estrogen is used to dilate vessels, repair vessels, and to sort out your good cholesterol. So, Stefan,
all right.
You see why I'm wondering what really going on with we women when we cross 40? Let me tell you, the next thing we're going to focus on is your bone health.
Okay, but estrogen, right? Estrogen female, testosterone male.
Yes, more or less, but we all create the same sort of hormones. It's just the quantity, because women need estrogen in order to get their period and to develop their female organs, etc.
Okay.
So we have much higher levels, much higher. All right. So yes, men have issues when they get older and their testosterone could drop.
Okay.
But it's not as vast as what we're talking about here with women.
But men don't have estrogen.
They do, but in smaller.
Smaller. Okay. All right. All right.
Don't really ask smaller than thing yet because I can't remember what.
Okay.
All of these estrogen does in the man. Anyway. So we're going now and moving past the cardiovascular system. And let me talk about the bones now, Stefan.
Okay.
There are receptors for estrogen in your bone. And do you know what that does? It blocks the breaking down of your bones and it helps with the rejuvenation. Bone is a tissue. People think because it's just hard inside of you that it is not an actual tissue. It is an actual tissue. It's like your heart, your liver, everything. It does have to be repaired and fixed, all right? So estrogen, the receptors there stop the breakdown of bone and increase the rejuvenation of bone. So guess what, Stefan? When you don't have much estrogen or your estrogen fluctuating, what do you think happening with your bone?
Okay. Well, what happens to the bone? It gets weaker?
Yes, you get brittle bone.
Right,
You get osteoporosis. So Nadia Watson could be walking down, she steps, slip and break she hip.
Okay.
That's why I don't have a upstairs and downstairs house. Stefan, I was very smart with the building of my house. Everything flat.
Everything flat. Yeah, that's good. Right.
I ain't gonna fall.
I prefer a flat house too.
You understand? It have all these benefits. When I had to go to patient's house and all these set of steps, I really think osteoporosis, you gonna break a hip if you are careful. I've even warned them, right?
Right.
So now you get brittle bone, you could fall down, break up your hip, break up your leg, and that is part 2 of what estrogen does do. The next one we're going into now is brain health.
Okay.
So they have estrogen in your brain, receptors in your brain for estrogen. And guess what that is used for? It is used for your memory. It is help with memory and it is help with temperature regulation. So if you have these fluctuations in your 40s, you know what you will get? Hot flushes or hot flashes where you're suddenly sweating like you're going crazy because it's controlling the temperature regulation in your brain. It also triggers the receptors also help with your memory. So women going through perimenopause and menopause have high risk of developing dementia, Alzheimer's, even other issues like multiple sclerosis. They even have high risk of brain fog. Actually, any woman in their 40s, if they don't get brain fog, meaning I go on in the fridge, open it, don't know why I come in the fridge for. That's happened to me very often. And now I understand everything is to blame. Blame it on the perimenopause because I have severe brain fog. So that is part. I came out how much problem that is so far, about 20 million.
Yeah. It's a lot of issues.
Yes.
It's a lot of issues, yeah.
Let's go now to your mental health, Stefan. If it wasn't bad enough that we sweating, that we can't remember nothing, that we have brittle bone, and we had high risk for getting heart attack and stroke and high blood pressure, let's talk now about your mood, because estrogen helps into releasing the good things that make you feel good, like your serotonin and all of these lovely things that make you happy. So you know what you get when you have fluctuations? You get depression, anxiety. So and very moody. Stefan, you ever meet a woman in your 40s that wasn't moody?
That wasn't what?
Moody, like, moody.
Oh God,
like,
yeah. All the time. All the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So
we cannot deny that, fellas.
Men out there, understand what your ladies are going through. And women out there, when your boss is 48 and 49 and she come in the office and she vexed with everybody, I like you share a little ease now, because this is what's going on with the lady. All right? So we must also implement these things in the workplace, Stefan, because we need to keep into consideration in our minds at all times that this could moody environments, uneasy, toxic environments in the workplace could be a bunch of women going through perimenopause and menopause.
Okay.
So these things should be looked at in the workplace, okay, Stefan? It causes a lot of women to leave their jobs and things, because of how they're feeling, like if they're going mad, like if they could kill somebody, cuss somebody. That's the reality.
Wow.
So we're going now into your sleep. So not only am I depressed, I'm anxious, I have heart attack, stroke, all kind of things going on with me. Estrogen initiates the onset of sleep. It helps to release these natural things inside of you like melatonin, and it induces your sleep. And you know what else it does? It maintains your sleep. So if your estrogen is all over the place, even if you fall asleep, a lot of women tell me that when they fall asleep, they get up after 3 hours and they can't go back to sleep, because the estrogen is needed to maintain sleep as well. So you have no estrogen, or your estrogen fluctuating all the time. So you either you can't induce sleep, so you can't fall asleep, and even if you fall asleep, you're waking up after 2-3 hours. So now you have a moody, sleepy woman, and if you don't sleep and you don't go into deep sleep, your energy reserves are not, what's the word, Stefan? They're not increased.
Right.
Because that's when you are sleeping, that's when your energy reserves are rebuilt. So if you're not sleeping, then you have no energy. So a lot of women will also complain of fatigue. And when you're trying to sleep, Stefan, and you have hot flushes, and you're sweating inside of your room, you're getting up, you're changing clothes. You know, each time that happened to me, Stefan, I had to wake up and change clothes, because I jump in a river, and I am trying to sleep, and that breaks my sleep. And then when I have to try to go back to sleep, guess what? I have a difficult time falling back asleep. You know why? Because of the perimenopause.
Perimenopause.
All right. I hope you hear men. Stefan, make sure you let these men hear what I'm talking about here, because this is extremely, extremely important. All right? Extremely important to understand all these issues as to why women at around our age have to be looked at in a different way, and stop asking them things like, well, I'm on your period. People tell people that you're on your period. Well, I'm telling you, like, you're going through perimenopause. That's not nice, because the truth is, yes, we are. So on top of all that, Stefan, the next one is weight gain. Because if it wasn't bad enough that I'm not sleeping, of course I must be also obese. Because if I'm not obese, then where would I be? You understand? So when you hit into your 40s, my darlings, all the women listening to me, you need to pick up weights. And it's not about getting skinny anymore. It's about getting strong, because you want to avoid brittle bone. You don't want to fall and break up your bones. So you want to strengthen your muscles. You want to maintain muscle mass, because that is also lost when the estrogen goes down. So that's why when we hit in our 40s, we get kind of flabby and jiggly. So you need to hit the weights, you need to do exercise, and you need to eat well. Because if you don't do that, you're just going to blow up like, I know what. I have patients that came into here at 130 pounds, and now after taking out their womb, because now they take out all their womb, their ovaries, no estrogen production, they have gained over 100 pounds. Some of them have gained over 50 pounds. Could you imagine how depressed these women will be, on top of the fact that they need estrogen for mood and decrease depression and anxiety. They don't have that, and they put it on the weight, so double depression and anxiety. So Stefan, you see all these very important things where we have to break it down. So we are done there yet, because then we have the vagina of the woman, that if you don't have estrogen, it becomes very dry, and this can cause a lot of recurrent infections like UTIs. It can also cause burning in the opening by where the vagina passes urine, which is the urethra. And if you can have people think that they have a urinary tract infection because when they pass urine, they get this burning sensation. But this is just vaginitis, meaning that you have to use steroid, you have to use estrogen in that area to soothe that. Also, women, because of the dryness, they have very painful sex. So all of these things, if you're having any of these problems, and women might say, okay, don't worry about that. But in certain relationships, this can cause a very big breakdown in marriage or in other relationships because the men not understanding it, and the woman just go, well, I don't care to do that ever again. But understand that there is help. There is help if it is needed. But that is part 3. We'll get into the part 3 of the help that is needed, okay?
Okay.
So let's, and then, Stefan, the last but not least.
You have one more point, you have another point to make there?
The last one.
Okay, go ahead.
Gum disease, Stefan. So listen, so now I'm fat, I'm depressed, I'm anxious, and I have bad gum disease because estrogen helps regulate inflammatory systems in your mouth. All right, so it helps with decreasing inflammatory issues going on in the gums, and it also is part of triggering the blood flow to your gums.
Okay.
So it enhances the health of your teeth and your gums. Understand that? So now I have no teeth. I have heart attack, stroke, a big and fat, and all kind of things going on with me. So let me hear what you want to ask me now, Stefan.
Okay. Now I know this is a 3-part series. Now, is this just for the 40s period, or does this go beyond 40?
This goes beyond. Perimenopause is when the estrogen is fluctuating. You still could have a very normal period. Your period coming every month, so you don't think to yourself that this could be perimenopause. People think perimenopause is when they start to skip their period and they get it once every 2 months. No. You can be having a normal period and your estrogen is still fluctuating like that. It's preparing your body to go in full menopause. And these symptoms can go on. Sometimes even we have women that go into menopause in their early 30s, Stefan.
Okay.
These women are going through all that. Can you imagine if you have no estrogen in your 30s, by the time you turn 50, you think you will have brittle bone? You will be in a major crisis. Your bones will be brittle. You will have probably a lot of depression, anxiety, no good quality of life, especially. So that's not the norm, but usually the kick-in start is 40 plus. 40 plus, and that can go all up into your 50s and into your 60s, all of these symptoms. So what I'm saying is, men out there, please understand that this is probably what your lady is going through. And for the woman out there, if you're having these symptoms, look at the amount of things that these symptoms could be representing to you. It's not as simple as, oh, I have a hot flash. Oh, I'm not sleeping. Oh, I'm putting on weight. No, there is help. Please go see your doctor and let us give you that help. Now, a lot of doctors may dismiss patients. They may just say, oh, she needs to go on an antidepressant. You know, many patients come with these symptoms and they've been thrown on antidepressants and drugs to reduce the anxiety, but they're not dealing with the real problem, which is the lack of estrogen. And that would be our 3rd part series, Stefan, when we talk about giving patients estrogen and how we can do it in a safe and effective way.
All right. Well, we're going to look forward to that part 3. We out of time, but what I was about to tell you is that today's the 5th. I don't want the part 3 to be the week after because that's a holiday.
Okay.
So then for part 3, if we do it on this rotation, they would have to wait all the way to the 26th. So I think we should do it next week.
Yeah.
Right? Which is the 12th.
We'll do it next week. We'll do it next week, Stefan. That's wonderful. Thank you.
All right. So next week Thursday, we're going to do part 3 of this segment because I know a lot of women struggle with understanding it, with coping with it. And a lot of them believe that there is no solution. It's just part of of how life goes, right?
Yes, they think that's it.
It's a stage that they go through in life, and there's nothing that they could do about it.
Yes.
So it's going to be very interesting to hear part 3. All right?
Yes.
But Doc, thanks a lot.
Anytime. All right. Thanks for having me to be able to discuss this very important topic.
Nice.
All right.
No problem.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, take it easy. Enjoy your day. So that is Dr. Watson on the inside. And yeah, menopause. Fellas, now we know. Or we get an understanding. Yeah, you know when men say, boy, don't try to understand women. Boy, you can't understand women. Women moody, women this, women that, women the other. Brother man. Yeah. We understand. We understand. We understand. We understanding. All right? We have a final break to take? All right, we take that and then we come back. Well, I don't know, the internet like it giving trouble. I can't get onto the internet at all. If that is the case, we're going to leave all the birdies for tomorrow, you know. But take the final break. We'll come back and close.
Beautiful color can be easy with Biogen Easy Color for women. Biogen has a gentle conditioning formula that leaves hair healthy and shiny. It's easy to apply. No stains, no drips. Biogen Easy Color for women.
Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, is your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details, including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set to API standards. They offer a wide range of services in residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So, give them a call at 490-2771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, reinventing the standard of how we handle steel.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Adventure lives here, where nature inspires every step.
Set sail and explore the wonders of our islands.
Feel the rhythm of our festivals.
Joyful, vibrant, and unforgettable.
Whether you seek adventure
or tranquility, St. Vincent and the Grenadines has it all.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595. To advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Ready to unlock your potential?
Welcome to Open Minds Education from preschool to high school. We bring expert tutoring right to your home 100%, with a stunning 450% growth in enrollment. We're transforming education with real results that open minds. It's more than grades, we're building future leaders with academic and life skills. Don't wait. Call or WhatsApp 388-6635 or register now at www.openminds.education.com.
Bad hair days? Not on our watch. Chemere's herbal line grows it. Natural styles and roots it. Thinning hair, we bring it back. Chemere, 100% natural. Love your hair.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
All right, people, so we got to wrap things up. 10 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock, and we got to say happy birthday. We got some birthdays going on, just 5 of them. Happy birthday going out to Dale. May God continue to bless you with many more happy, healthy years and success. Enjoy your day from Uncle Alfred and the entire family with lots of love. And he looks like a TKR fan, man. That's what we're talking about. Cheers. Also, wishing Ramzan a happy, healthy birthday. May Allah continue to bless him from his loving wife, Zeda, his kids, grandkids, and the entire family. They all love you very much. So enjoy your day, Ramzan. Ramzan, yes. Also, we would like to say happy birthday going out to Sagna Saga Mohammed. A blessed, happy 55th birthday today. And this is coming from your sister, Syra, your brother-in-law, Rajendra, your nephews and nieces, Sean, Shanae, Keisha, and Stefan, and grandniece, Isla. All right, so happy birthday going out to you. Also, morning, Stefan, please give a big special birthday shout-out to our little princess, Cayenne Lorica. She celebrates her 7th birthday today. On Thursday the 5th of June, and we are sending a bouquet of hugs and kisses to her on a special day. May your day be filled with lots of fun, laughter, ice cream, cake, gifts, and many wonderful memories. Greetings from your sister, Chloe. cousin Luca and the rest of the family. And enjoy your special day. You mean the world to your family. All right, Kayan? Nice, man. Kayan turned 7. I like that. And finally, we want to wish Megan Ramuta a happy 2nd birthday from her loving grandpa, Papa Joe and Papa Gans, grandmas Mama Faye and Mama M, her uncle Ronnie, Auntie Cherise, Sissy Kates, and Auntie Devika. And last but not least, her mommy and dada. All right, so Megan Ramuta, happy birthday to you. We hope you enjoy your day. All right, nice. So with that, people, we wrap up for today. I do not know if Chef is coming in tomorrow. I'll have to find out from Chef today. If he come in to cook a little breakfast now. But all in all, we will be here. And I have a picture of what the police post is supposed to look like. One from in the UK in comparison to what we have down here. That should be interesting. Tomorrow is Friday. We'll have fun with it. Well, oh yeah, the Prime Minister will have a press conference, of course, today. But keep this in the back of your mind. We're going to line it up with what the real thing's supposed to look like according to first world standards. Hey, we out for today. We out for today. I got. I topple in, you know. Lord. Good morning.